But will Brent Venables make life difficult in what is considered one of the more intriguing neutral site games, but not the most intriguing neutral site game? Let's discuss that coming up next on Locked On Sooners.
You are Locked On Sooners, your daily podcast on the Oklahoma Sooners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Thanks again for making Locked On Sooners your first listen every single day. Shout out to all the everydayers out there tuning in and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. We're free and available on all podcast platforms and on YouTube, so hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to let you know when new episodes drop. Hey, Jay, what's the most intriguing neutral site game for 2025?
I mean, to me, it's got to be Red River if you really think about it because, new Arch Manning, their quarterback. Oklahoma has a new quarterback. Can Oklahoma bounce back from an abysmal offensive performance? So many storylines to go in that game. But that article, I kind of get where they're coming from.
Yeah, Corey Nagel of 247 Sports. He chooses Georgia, Florida, that meets in Jacksonville for the world's largest cocktail or outdoor cocktail party.
Yeah,
that name just does not roll off the tongue quite like Red River Rivalry, Red River Showdown, Red River Shootout, whatever you want it to be.
Nothing.
And the implications of OU Texas this year are huge. Can Brent Venables even his record? Is Oklahoma going to be on a playoff trajectory? Arch Manning versus John Mateer, Colin Simmons versus R. Mason Thomas, or Colin Simmons versus Oklahoma's offensive line. The storylines write themselves every single year, but Oklahoma has to get this one back. Brent Venables has to get this one to rewrite the narrative around OU Texas. He's gotten dominated twice in this game. He won an emotional, incredible, last second victory over Texas in 2023. But OU needs to come out and they need to have a statement performance against Texas at some point. This needs to be the year.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a back and forth type series, as I mentioned in the last segment. It just feels like both teams are poised to be able to find ways to outdo each other, which to me is a really good rivalry. You want it to be back and forth. You want it to be, but the thing is, Oklahoma needs to bring the consistency. That way, the games are actually good, and they're not having two fall apart seasons right while they're playing in it. Right, you get this. Brent Venables gets this win. He goes even. Sarkisian goes back down with a losing record against Oklahoma. And that's kind of the way that you want to keep it. Let's keep it in that direction. But I get why they picked Georgia, Florida as the most intriguing right now because, one, Georgia, we don't know about that quarterback situation. Gunnar Stockton's going to be running it. We have questions about Gunnar Stockton. They ain't got Carson Beck. And then DJ Lagway of Florida is a up and rising quarterback and player in college football that everyone's excited about. We got to see some flashes from him last year when at the beginning of the season for Florida when, Lagway took over. So you've got yourself an intriguing setup between Georgia and Florida. I'm here for it. I totally get it. And I'm still surprised that they picked Georgia versus Florida. And I only say that for one reason, John. Arch Manning. Like, he is the golden boy of college football, and I am surprised that anyone would take in their right mind to pick any game outside of one that he is in to be considered one of the bigger games for the year, especially for a neutral site. Come on. All we're going to be hearing about is Arch Manning once the season goes in. He is going to be the media darling. You'll see him on the cover of College Football 26, guaranteed. He'll be there. So because of that, I am surprised that they didn't lean in on the marketing component of Arch Manning and waiting to see what he's going to be. Because truth be told, by that, sixth game, we'll have a great idea of what Arch is going to be in the Sarkisian system. We'll have an understanding of the line. Heck, we'll find out week 1 when they go to the Horseshoe. Now, if anything, that better be the number one game for the season as far as matchups go, because that's the one that I think a lot of us are going to be tuned in and curious to see what happens.
Yeah, the Arch component right here is the most intriguing aspect. He's been the most highly anticipated quarterback for years. Probably dating back to when he was initially ranked the number 1 overall player in his recruiting class. Everybody's created, and probably even before that, right? There's another Manning that plays quarterback. Oh, okay. As an 8th grader, let's see what happens.
Let's go.
everybody's been kind of waiting for the Arch Manning season. Everybody's been waiting for his time as a starter. And now he's going to get his first opportunity to play in Red River. He's going to be donning that burnt orange because Oklahoma will be in whites this year. And so it's going to be an iconic look, you know, like I hate the burnt orange, but a lot of people like that burnt orange look. It's going to be in
like their whites.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. I really like their whites.
It's look a whole lot better. I played it on NCAA 25 or college football 25 the other day. I put Oklahoma in all whites because, you know, just got to sometimes. And, but yeah, Texas looks better than all whites, but he's going to be in that burnt orange, which Texas is going to market the heck out of. But it's going to be in Red River, like the best rivalry game in college football, one of the best rivalry games in all of sports. And it's going to be his first time playing it. It's going to be John Mateer's first time playing it. It's going to be Arch Manning versus Brent Venables defense. It's going to be a huge game. It's going to have college football playoff implications. It's going to impact the SEC title race. This is going to be a huge, huge game. And there's no better neutral site venue than the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. There's no better setup than the 50-50 split in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, in the State Fair of Texas. There's nothing better than that. I don't care if it's a neutral site game that's going to be for the national title, it's still not better than OU Texas in the Red River Showdown, in the Cotton Bowl, in the State Fair of Texas. Nothing's better than that because you cannot recreate the environment that is OU Texas. There's
I agree.
Like it.
I agree. And there's a lot of people that care so much about that game. And that's the kind of the thing that makes it so good. And I mean, like I said, Georgia, Florida has always been big. I mean, they call it the world's largest outdoor cocktail party with all the random naming for a reason, because everybody's out there partying their butts off at the neutral site game there, which they do similarly every single year. But it's that 50-50 split of the red and the orange, and you see it and feel it. And honestly, I think the one thing that adds to it is just how much, you know, the Cotton Bowl being that older stadium, it just kind of gives it an additional feel right in the middle of the fair. You know, it's so many people. Gosh, my goodness. I can't wait to get down there this year. I actually get to make this year's game. I missed last year's. I had to work. I will be at this game this year. And we are 1-0 in games that I actually attend. So I was there for the iconic one, and I'm going to be there for this one. So we should hopefully keep my record good. I have high expectations of you, Brent Venables. I have high expectations of you, Oklahoma. I am very selfishly expecting you to do great for me. I don't care about anything. Me. You do. I'm looking at you right now in this camera. Brent Venables, Oklahoma Sooners. Jay Smith needs you to keep his record perfect.
Yeah, don't make Jay leave sad. Don't make Jay leave the Cotton Bowl sad. He might eat too many corn dogs. No, as so much in college football changes, the Cotton Bowl stays the same.
It does.
And it's one of the links to the beautiful nature of college football that everybody longs for, right? As everything changes, you still have one thing that you can kind of rest on, and that's the Cotton Bowl, the Red River Rivalry in the Cotton Bowl being what it is. The Cotton Bowl is not even played in the Cotton Bowl at the end of the season anymore. It's played in an NFL stadium. The world's largest outdoor cocktail party is played in an NFL
stadium.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
That's
going to do it. Go ahead.
It doesn't have the same feeling.
It's not. It's just not the same. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Locked On Sooners. Thanks so much for tuning in, being a part of the show. Next week, we're going to ask the question, which former 5-star has to have a breakout season for the Oklahoma Sooners in 2025? It's going to be an intriguing question. There's 4 on the team. I'd be curious to hear y'all's answers on YouTube or on Twitter. Make sure you go follow Jay at Unfair Sports. Go check out his channel, Unfair Sports, over on YouTube. You can follow me at John9Williams. You can also read my work covering the Sooners over at SoonersWire.com. The show is at Locked On Sooners on all of your favorite social media platforms. So go follow us over there. But until next time, he's Jay Smith. I'm John Williams. We'll talk to you next week. Boomer.
Sooner. Yeah, I like the cocktail party. I want to go one day, but it ain't Red River.
No, it's not. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same.